Hey everybody, Nick here, and today it brings me great pleasure to finally announce the Nick Shabazz Best New Reviewer Contest, whatever the heck I'm calling this damn thing. I'll try and come up with a snappy name. But anyways, I've said many occasions, and including in January when I first teased this kind of thing, that it is healthier for the community to have many, many voices. A diversity of people from a diversity of backgrounds with a diversity of use cases. That is, generally speaking, better for the community. And rather than having a couple of loud jackasses whose loud voices set the tone for the entire community. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing, and the idea of a mega reviewer is not necessarily something I super support. So I want to make sure that there are lots of channels out there who are doing good and making good, content for people to check out. And I also remember just how hard it is to get from that very early stage, from that like 20 to 50 to 5,000 viewers. Like in that area, it's really tough. It feels like it takes forever, and it can be really hard for people to even find your new content. So I want to give those channels a little bit of a boost here, and ideally try and give the community a little bit more exposure to some voices that, maybe they weren't hearing previously, because I think that's a beautiful thing. So today we're doing the very first step of that, where creators are going to sign up to have their channel entered into this contest. And I do want creators to sign people up. If you think somebody should sign up, just contact them and say, hey, you should sign up. If they do, great. If they don't, that's fine too. But I want people to opt into this. So here are the rules for your channel, whether your channel can be on here. To start with, you had to have under 5,000 subscribers at the start of 2019. When I first announced this at the start of 2019, I'd said 5,000. I'll hold to that. So if you started off 2019 under 5K, you're doing okay. Over that, you're probably doing okay already without it. So, there you go. Next thing, I want your channel to be review focused. I mean, it's fine if you do some other videos that are not strictly speaking review, but that needs to kind of be the main theme of things. If you are running a channel that is primarily about politics or religion or knitting or freaking gardening, and you occasionally review a pocket knife or a watch or something, that's not exactly what we're after here. In terms of the kind of gear you're reviewing, I'm pretty open. You can do more techie stuff. You can do more conventional classical EDC stuff. You can do, I'm open to that, but just make sure it is a review-focused channel. And to that end, I want to see at least 5 videos that are reviews. It's very easy to throw up a single video and say, oh, look, I'm a channel now, but really... Nah, I want to see a little bit more dedication there. In your reviewing, I want to see some honesty, and I mean 2 things by that. To start with, I want to see you talking about both the good and the bad. It's very, very easy, and especially if you're doing the payola thing, just to focus on the good. Just say, oh man, this is the best thing ever. Every single thing on your table is the best thing ever. Thing is, that doesn't help many people. That's, you're not helping anybody when you write those kinds of reviews. The other thing is, I want to see that people are, fully disclosing if they get product from somebody else. If they receive a product from somebody as a freebie, you need to be honest about that. You need to be forthright. It doesn't need to be, but just don't, do that. Don't be that guy who takes stuff for free and gives positive reviews for it. That's freaking ugly. Always honest. Please, please, please. And of course, you don't need to be explicit about, okay, here's the good, the great, the bad, the ugly. You can use that format. That's fine. You're welcome to it. But at the same time, just make sure you're touching on both sides. And then finally, I want to make sure that we are supporting the people who are supporting the knife community and the gear community in general. So I'm not going to feature channels that that feature things like clones, a counterfeit, or knockoff items. Whether it's fake Rolexes, whether it's fake watches, any of those stuff, that's ugly. We should not support that as a community because we are literally feeding the hand that bites us there, and that's not something we're going to have. So if your channel's doing that, unfortunately, you are ineligible. So, yeah, then eventually what we're going to do is, as you submit your thing, I'll take a look channel, make sure you fit the qualifications. I'll add you to a playlist. That playlist already exists, by the way, over on my side there. And then people can go ahead and watch that. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll put up a rubric where they can basically look and they can say, oh, wow, look at this. It's going to be, look at all these various things. Actually, I may just put the rubric up sooner. But anyways, and then it talks about things like structure, format, timing, editing, clarity, welcomingness, honesty, fairness, personality. Did I subscribe? If the gear I was into, if I was interested in gear that was reviewed by this channel, would I watch the video? Would I trust the person's work? And, those kinds of questions. I'll include all of those in a little form that people can fill out for each one of the channels. I will give it a few weeks before I open up for the channels to submit themselves because, before I open up for channels to be rated and whatnot, just, so people have a little bit of time to fill this out. But, yeah, that's the situation. So anyways, we are getting this contest started. If you are a channel creator, creator, go ahead and fill out the form down below. If you are not a channel creator and think somebody should be featured, talk to that person and encourage them to enter. And if they do, that's great. If they don't, that's their choice as well. And of course, as you are watching these videos, as you're looking in that playlist, and as you're doing this process, be good to these people. Seriously, it takes a lot of stones to put these kinds of things out there, to put your work out there. And so if you're watching somebody's channel and you don't care for it, just click on, move on. If you're watching somebody's channel and you're loving it, go ahead, like them, subscribe, etc. That's the way to go. But I don't want to see people being dicks as a result of this contest. So anyways, here you go. I hope this makes a difference for some great new channels, because there are so many great new channels out there. And yeah, hope this has been interesting to you, and have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful rest of the day. And I can't wait to see what you all are getting started in your new channels here. So have a good one, everybody, and bye now.